The cameras are fixed to one man. 4 goals in 3 games. You can't argue with that. The action is live. Next. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And what we have in prospect is pulsating cup action. It's Hellas Verona, and they take on Cosenza.
Well, the hosts certainly go into this game as strong favourites. They have better technical players and can be brilliant when everything clicks. But their opponents are well organised, resilient and pose a threat on the counter-attack. Therefore, an early goal will be the main priority for the home team.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, in this formation, the wide centre-backs need to be good all-round players, both in possession and defensively. They have to defend the box and also get out into the wide areas to cover the wing-backs.
And introducing the visitors lineup today.
Well, on paper, it looks a fairly cautious approach, because unless their wing-backs can get into more advanced areas, I'm not sure where the attacking width will come from.
Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Oh, big chance! And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, it's a decent goal, but the defenders certainly played their part. Where were they? They were absolutely all over the place.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Oulet. Can they get in behind them? He'll have a go here. But the goalkeeper didn't have to work quite as hard as I thought he might initially. And playing it through. Genuine chance. Oh, goodness me, he's hit the post. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, that is a brilliant strike. Just look at the connection he makes. That's how to hit a ball. It's a magnificent goal.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Oulet. Well read to ease the pressure. Takes the shot. Well, that wasn't a million miles away.
Well, they're getting closer, but they need to take one of these chances.
Possession lost, intercepted. Oh, moving it nicely. Oh, magical piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he's just pulled off a great save there. Such good reactions. It really is.
Now sending it in. Immediate priority to clear the danger. Now counter-attacking possibilities. And finally up a cul-de-sac. Oh, in with a chance! Surely! And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, 2-on-1, the keeper has no chance here. As you can see, it's a well-taken goal in the end.
Three goals without reply. We're using the space really well, but now can they push on? It's there for him! And effectively parried away by the keeper. And the corner's been given. And played short. And the cross into the middle. Well, in fairness, it wasn't the best of headers. Plenty of support here. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. Short corner taken. Oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
Well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort. A good strike from him.
And he read it well. Opportunity it is. Will he? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
Well, this is threatening to get out of hand. Just look at the scoreline. Christian Kouan-Oulé. Oh, fancy footwork. Well, he had the chance. He went for power. He might be regretting that now.
Well, he got his angles all wrong there.
A real opening now. And there is the goal. He's found the net. Joy unconfined. Well, a really good run. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's putting in a really authoritative performance here.
Well, he's been brilliant today. His skill, his movement, his goals. What a good performance.
Oh, big chance. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin. Genuine chance. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Can he put it away? Oh, a challenge of the highest order. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to
Oh,
develop
they
his
could be
career.
in here, Stuart. And he might be through here. A goal! An exceptional performance, this. 4 to the good now.
Well, they made this look so easy, didn't they? But as you can see, the defending is really poor. Where were they?
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Nicely timed tackle. Strong hand on that one. So a corner here. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. And he's fired over the corner. And making sure it wasn't problematic. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Well, a short corner here. Well, a shame that he couldn't find the target from there. Possession lost. Well, it would have taken perfect technique from that sort of range, and that was less than perfect.
Not a good decision from him. That's a waste of possession there.
They've regained possession. He's in behind. And a fierce effort, but not accurate enough.
Well, as you said, he went for power, but he's just off target. A bit unlucky, really.
Well, time just challenged magnificently. And he's broken free. And tried to drive it home, but couldn't do so.
Well, he decided to go for power, but he's got to hit the target there.
Plenty of live football coming your way right here on EA TV.
That should be a tasty encounter. Plenty of quality in those two sides. Certainly one to enjoy.
Chances on. And just like that, the break has stopped. Really top quality defending. Nice weight on the pass. And running in behind. Can he finish? And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
"15 minutes left for play. Luca Garitano. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. And teammates around him. In a dangerous position. Thwarting him. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Lazovic. And passing it through. Well, technically offside, but not by a lot.
Well, that's so tight, isn't it? But on this occasion, he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
He's in with a chance. And not cleared away properly. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? Firing it in. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Who can he pick out? Effective press. It's a weighted pass. Real chance. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. But in the end, it's far too easy to create the 2v1 against the keeper. What were the defenders trying to do? Nice finish, but poor defensively.
And that's it, the final whistle, and the hosts will go through.
Well, the result was never in doubt, was it? They controlled...
Genuine chance. Well, he put in a really thorough... Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style, superbly... Surely...
La ringrazio per aver accettato di venire ai nostri microfoni. Liberiamo.
The cameras are fixed to one man. After 4 goals in his last match, what next? This is EA TV. Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from Serie A. It's Hellas Verona, and they take on Südtirol.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, I'll always say it, but this 3-5-2 system is only effective if the wing-backs play well. If they can press high up the field and be an attacking threat, they should be a good side to watch today.
Well, credit to him for the challenge, and a throw-in conceded. See some progress with the ball at his feet. Could be dangerous. Oh, body in the way, crucially. Bradaric. And he's broken free. Will he shoot? The fans hope so. Well, when all was said and done, he's failed to hit the target. Good high press. It has gone over the touchline for what'll be a throw-in. Good tackle taken away. Plenty of support here. Good use of advantage by the referee. Great defending. Can someone get on the end of this? Well, not the best clearance. Stopped a surefire goal. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Opportunity it is. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here, but I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
So the match is restarted. 1-0 here. And they need to get tighter. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. And giving them too much space on the flank. And he's made headway. It could be up for grabs. Can they stop it going in? And doing really well from an acute angle.
Well, that's a decent effort from there. It really was a tight situation.
Has eyes for goal. Well, the shot seemed like a good option, but goalkeeper's ball.
Well, there you have it. Lots of chances created, but no end product. Their finishing today has been dreadful. But all the time they're creating opportunities, they have a chance to get back into this game.
Opportunity! Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Determined defending. Now, can they find the magic they need from this corner? Well worth, I think, at this stage, going back to the chance from earlier. Who's going to get on the end of it? Electing to cross into the centre. Well, off target by miles with that one, and a goal kick will ensue. Losing possession a bit easily. And he has options available. Really showing off his wide range. And he's broken free! Corner given. Delivering it. Well, it's a moment he would like to have back if possible. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Good idea. Oh, surely. And a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front.
Well, just look at the defending here. They just don't read the danger. It's a poor goal to concede.
So the half-time whistle is sounded, and it's so far so good for the hosts.
Well,
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And a strong tackle. He has teammates around him. He's in behind. Can he convert? Not to be, and still chasing this game.
well, that was the chance to get back into this. As it is, they're going to struggle now.
Well, they've decided to make a change. Well, not great from the keeper. Well, transfer news for Arsenal supporters. It appears they've got their man, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Will he finish? Oh, that's a fine save. Nice weight on the pass. Is it going to be? And in range. And a goal! They're running riot here, almost out of sight.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. But in the end, it's far too easy to create the 2v1 against the keeper. What were the defenders trying to do? Nice finish, but poor defensively.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. Well, he's certainly not alone. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Trying to open them up. Just needs to stay calm. The fans are shouting, shoot. Opportunity. Well, didn't miss by very much, and never easy to strike it on the volley in that fashion.
Well, from that range, though, it should be a goal. At least it should hit the target.
Now, here's a match coming up on EA TV that I think you're going to want to join us for.
Well, the fixtures are coming thick and fast. It should be a good game, that. Hopefully, I've not just given it the commentator's curse.
Possession one. It's there for him. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Under some pressure. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal kick. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason. He's bossing the game, Stuart, and giving the defenders headaches.
Well, you won't see too many better performances than this. He's been an absolute menace to these defenders today, and of course he's taken his goals really well.
Lazovic. He's enjoying space. Opportunity it is. Superb chance. And that's the hat. And again, they simply can't handle him.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect. But then you have to ask what's going on with the defending. He's afforded far too much time, nowhere near enough pressure on him, and they're punished as a result.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Well, no shortage of live action coming your way right here on EA TV. And Stuart and I looking forward to being with you for this
Derek,
match.
big moment this.
Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. Well, no problems defensively. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, let's take another look. If you lose the ball in those areas, you're going to get punished. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Can he find the right pass? Well, it came to nothing in the end. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. And he's made headway. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. And teammates around him. Prepare to take on the shot. Well, he's bound to be disappointed with himself. Not a great effort, Stuart.
Well, the less said about that, the better. Not a good decision from him.
Needed to be more accurate from the keeper. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, this is the kind of match every football fan looks forward to. A lot on the line and the likelihood of a tension-packed occasion. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And we're focusing on live action from Italy's top division, Serie A. It's Venezia, and they take on Hellas Verona.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And so the battle commences. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Well, they're going to play with a front two, which means they have to link up with each other as much as possible. If they do that well, they'll certainly pose a threat. It looks like a 5-3-2, really.
A potential danger here. And easily intercepted. And he might be through here. Must finish. Oh, a goal! They strike first, and what a way to silence the crowd!
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. But the danger averted for now. And he has options available. Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. In a decent position now. Fruitful looking attack. And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Takes on the shot. Well, I gave him the big build-up, but the keeper has it comfortably. So, a very good tackle. What can he do with it now? Well, disappointing end to the move. And he's broken free. And a touch of finesse. Well, there's something really eye-catching about a well-executed chip. A bit unlucky there.
Well, it's an audacious effort, but he doesn't quite get it right, does he?
And take it away. He has teammates around him.
Well, the hosts have had most of the ball in the last 15 minutes, and they've created chances. It just now needs one of those chances to be taken, but you feel it's coming.
Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Chances on. And in range. And opting for power over placement, but not the desired result. So a personnel change then. Gianluca Busio. Darlington Nagbe. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Now, options are plenty. Well, it would have taken perfect technique from that sort of range, and that was less than perfect.
Not a good decision from him. That's a waste of possession there.
And threading it through, and the chance is on. It's got to be. He succeeds in clearing it. Darlington Nagbe. Putting all their energies into winning back possession. Nagbe. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Takes it on! Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Well, they are behind, but can they give themselves a boost with this corner? And deciding to go short with this one. The cut back. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Takes the shot. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
And the match begins. And he might be through here. Must finish. Oh, a goal! They strike first, and what a way to silence the crowd. And he's broken free. And it's... So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort.
Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Darlington Nagby. Could be a chance to break here. Opportunity it is. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Could be threatening. Well, that's not watertight defending. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. And into the last 30 minutes now. An effective challenge from a long way out. And the deflection behind then for the corner.
Well, could this be the turning point? The fans are certainly hoping so.
And a short corner, let's see. Teammate available. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. And a fine stop. And a throw-in forthcoming.
Well, credit to the goalkeeper, because that was a terrific save, just to keep their 2-goal lead here.
Chance to cross. Gives it a go. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. So now a corner. And played short. And a fine cross. With both time and space. And at the second time of asking, it's a goal. The keeper, meanwhile, looks to the heavens. A very good tackle. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. In position. Well, it's all going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes.
Well, here it is again, and I have to say, the defending is so poor. They make so many bad decisions there. No wonder the keeper's exposed.
Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Struggling to keep the ball. Nice looking pass. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Well, no shortage of live action coming your way right here on EA TV. And Stuart and I looking forward to being with you for this match.
I'm really looking forward to that. Two entertaining teams in what should be a really feisty affair.
Cross could be useful. Well, dealt with that ball comfortably. Well, they kept their shape defensively. Job done for now. Almost at full time, and I'll tell you what, playing away from their home patch has been a pleasant experience for them, Stuart.
Well, they've been much the better side up to now. Some of their approach play has been excellent. They just need to control possession for these final few minutes to cap off a really good display.
Oh, what an opportunity! And that is an attempt best forgotten.
Yeah, he's got it all wrong. That's a poor effort, you have to say.
And they will make the change now. Well, we are going to have a decent amount of stoppage time, 3 minutes to be exact. Now, who can he play it to? Speculative effort here! And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park well, going forward.
Grazie mister, è un piacere averla ai nostri microfoni. Ringraziamo il mister per le sue dichiarazioni.
One man the focus of attention. In wonderful form, can he add to his goal-scoring haul today on EA TV? And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And the focus is very much on Serie A, the top division here in Italy. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, it's a 5-3-2, really, because both wing-backs are more defensively minded, which could leave the front two without any service from the wide areas. That could be a problem for them.
And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today.
Well, when you play in a 3-5-2 formation, the position of the wing-backs is key. If they drop too deep, you can't dominate possession. And if they play too high, you leave the centre-backs exposed. They have to get the balance right.
And now they get the ball rolling. Caldirola. Carboni. Pessina. The referee knew that. He's in here. Couldn't grab hold of it. Well, it comes to nothing in the end. And players waiting in the centre. Well, mopping up defensively. Nice weight on the pass. And he's in. Will he? And a goal! 1-0. And what a fast start they've made to this game.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
One 0 then. Matteo Pessina. An attack full of promise. Shot attempted. And keeping it out. And he's fired over the corner. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Playing it in. Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. Now we have a goal to tell you about in one of the other games. Here's Alex Scott.
It's a goal for Napoli. The goalkeeper did all he could, but no one was going to stop that one. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 18 minutes on the clock.
Alex with the info as ever. Options in the centre. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Putting in quite the shift to win the ball back. Cutting the ball back. Oh, it was there for him.
Well, it's not a good finish, is it? That was a glorious opportunity.
Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, he's certainly on fire at the moment. He looks fit, he looks sharp, and he's full of confidence. He's just been too hot to handle, and I fully expect him to score again today and eventually break that record.
And he's made headway. Well, a forceful effort, but it goes down as a missed opportunity.
Well, he strikes it with power, but not with accuracy. I think that's a big miss.
Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Promising looking attack. Really good strong tackle, and it'll be a throw-in. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Balde. Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. Really clever pressing. Could be. Well, he had the chance. He went for power. He might be regretting that now.
Well, he got his angles all wrong there. That's a poor miss.
Matteo Pessina. Well, it's a poor tackle, but stout defending when it mattered. Keeper getting the touch. Well, able to survive that attacking push. Under a fair bit of pressure. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, Derek, he took his goal well and was a constant threat throughout that first half. I thought he showed a lot of skill to get out of tight situations, and he had a real impact on the play.
And the contest begins. And he's in. And a goal! 1-0. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Retaining possession proving difficult. It's a bit of a struggle for both sides to keep the ball right now. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. And time for the change now. Time for a change then. Well, he would love to have that header back. Suslov. Might work out. Real chance. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So underway once more. 2-0 the lead here. Balde. Promising sequence. He's in with a chance. Surely. A goal! That's 2 for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal.
Three goals without reply. Balde. Well, news of a goal in one of the other matches. Over to Alex Scott.
It's another goal for Napoli. They're back in this now with 61 minutes played. The fans are enjoying what they're seeing here today, Derek.
Thanks as always, Alex. Substitution time it is here. And a short corner, let's see. Well, good technique in terms of how he struck it. Well, transfer speculation is all part of football.
Hang on, Derek, it's a chance here.
Well, nothing wrong with the header, but it was always going that little bit off target. That's a good-looking ball. Now we have a plethora of live matches coming up for you here on EA TV. This one, I think, might pique your curiosity.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
And in with a real chance. Will he? Well, didn't miss by very much, and never easy to strike it on the volley in that fashion.
Well, from that range, though, it should be a goal. At least it should hit the target.
Just 15 minutes remaining. And played the pass well. And he's made the run. In it goes! Complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. And news of a goal in the Bologna game, but let's confirm who has scored it. Alex Scott.
It's another goal for Bologna. It was a low-driven cross, and he was never going to miss from there.
Alex, apologies, I have to jump in because this could be a chance. It's still alive. And the keeper has it after that tension-laden sequence.
Well, what a great first save that was. How did he stop that?
Well, unfortunately, we had to interrupt Alex just then. Apologies for that. Just to confirm, Bologna did score in that match, and they're locked together in a thriller now at 2-2. Well, he was keen to give that one a go, sadly lacking a bit of accuracy. And a substitution in the offing. Read it well. He has teammates around him. And the keeper more than equal to it. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Danger averted. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. A real opening now. It's got to be. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here it is. Head down, hit through the ball and get it on target. That's a top-class finish. There was no stopping that.
And so the referee blows for full time and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
And I think it's fair to say he'll be happy with his own contribution in this game, Stuart.
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.
Shot attempted. And keeping it out. And he's fired over the corner. One man the focus of attention. The competition's top marksman. Stay with us on EA TV as he tries for more. Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and my partner, ready to bring you all the analysis and technical talk, is Stuart Robson. And we have action from the round of 16 just seconds away now. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Well, Derek, although the hosts are clear favourites, this could prove to be a tricky game for them unless they score an early goal because their opponents will sit deep.
Oh, what an opportunity! Great movement. But can't avail himself of the chance.
Well, he'd be disappointed with that. Maybe it's just come a bit too early for him.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, it looks like they're going to play in a 3-4-3 formation without wing-backs, which means the outside...
Oh, big chance here! It'll be a corner. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, nothing comes of it. Careless in possession. Opportunity it is. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, Derek, he's playing with great confidence. He's in great form as well. And every time he gets the ball, he looks as though he's going to be a threat. Whether he's taking on defenders, when he's running beyond them with the ball, or whether he's getting shots away early, he's in tremendous form.
And a decent save. Full credit. So the corner played into the box. Well, he'd love to have that delivery back. He's given it away. And there it is! Is the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Or can they exploit the space out wide? And playing it through. Oh, now in a dangerous position. In position. Oh, there there it is! A back-and-forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
So underway again following the goal that made things level. Just the challenge that was required. That's a good-looking ball. Well, it could be on for him here. Well, misfiring without any shadow of a doubt. Well, a good tackle. Chiesa. Chance to cross. Well, the header at least made the goalkeeper think. Scalvini. Lookman. Good-looking move. Has eyes for goal. Is this the moment? Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class! Fantastic technique! So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Oh, Chiesa! And that's an excellent piece of defending to thwart him. Oh, that's a really good run. A glorious chance. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Well, back underway here, and they've split the 4 goals between them so far. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And the whistle is sounded for half-time. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Now, options are plenty. Now, here's a match coming up on EA TV that I think you're going to want to join us for.
That looks a really entertaining game. 2 good teams with 2 excellent coaches. I can't wait for that one to come round.
This might be ideal for the counter. Well, it fizzled out. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. So a throw-in here. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Lookman, putting his body on the line. Really clever pressing. Well, we can see what they're trying to do, but not a memorable passage of play. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Nice looking move. A goal! That's 2 for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
"3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Lookman. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? And the keeper taking care of the situation. Needed to be more accurate from the keeper. Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. And time for the change now. Plenty of live football coming your way right here on EA TV.
That should be a tasty encounter. Plenty of quality in those two sides. Certainly one to enjoy.
Well, the attack looks promising. And he's keen on cutting in. Keeper did his job to begin with. Thwarted by the post. Oh, and the flag goes up.
Well, he needs to be more aware there. He didn't work hard enough to stay onside.
This looks promising out wide. Cross could be useful. Can he finish here? And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. We might very well have late excitement here. 5 minutes to go and just one goal between them. And they will make the change now. Good visualisation and execution. Well, no pressure on the keeper. Poor cross. And giving it away. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. And in with a real chance. And nicely parried away. Well, compelling them to clear it out of play. There's the final whistle. The travelling fans are full of the joy. And now they get the ball rolling. Great movement. But can't avail himself of the chance.
Well, he'd be disappointed with that.
And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. And playing it through, well, now in a dangerous position. In position. Oh, there it is! A back and...
La ringrazio per aver accettato di venire ai nostri microfoni. Liberiamo il mister.
All eyes on one man. He's been in terrific form as evidenced by 4 goals in 3 games. Stay with us. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you action from Serie A. Stuart, what are you expecting?
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
And the lineup for the home side.
Well, as you can see, they're going to play with the front two. And if you do that, it's vital that they work as a pair. They need to play close to each other and combine as much as possible.
And introducing the visitors' lineup today.
Well, the way they're set up, it's vital that they don't let the opposition switch the play. They must lock them down one side of the pitch, but they should have an advantage in midfield.
And so the battle commences. Oh, what an opportunity! And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Lookman. Lookman. Well, he certainly caught all of that, but was never going to trouble the keeper in the end. Goal kick it is. Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, the stats don't lie, do they? He's been in terrific form, scoring goals almost at will. Just one away from the record now, and you really wouldn't put it past him notching that today.
He's in here. Still a chance. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Lookman. Now Cuadrado. Attacking with vigour. Could pull one back here. And what a magical save it was! Oh, they have it again. And cutting in from the flank. Has a go! Just can't get it past him. And there's the delivery. Well, far from the ideal header. And the goalkeeper had it all the way. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Oh, keeper dealt with it. Well, time for a scoring update because things are changing. Let's hear all about it from Alex Scott.
It's a goal for Napoli. They're the first on the score sheet here with 21 minutes played.
Thanks as always, Alex. Trying his luck. And the keeper more than equal to the task. Teammate available. Well, it goes a-begging, and when you're 2 goals down, you've got to be cold-blooded.
Yeah, they need to take those sort of chances. They're struggling here, you have to say that.
Oh, very effective play. And they might be onto something. Can they stop it going in? And a time for calm on the ball. And space to cross it. He read the situation defensively and did his job.
Well, that would have made it interesting, but the keeper has done brilliantly there.
Well, who knows, he might be called upon again. Main priority to hit the target, but couldn't do so.
Well, he'd certainly like to have that back again. That was a big chance missed.
And they will make the change now.
Well, as you can see from those stats, their creativity has been really good. They've dominated play at times. They've got the ball into the final.
Oh, Stuart, they might be onto something. Very quick thinking there. Lookman. Good distribution. Opportunity it is. Keeper could be in trouble. Oh, he squandered the chance. And he was clean through as well. Darko Lazovic. Attacking with vigour. Regain. Oh, good-looking run. And the cross has promise. And pushed away to safety. And an effective clearance. Determined defending. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And half-time it is. An acceptable scoreline from the point of view of the home side. Oh, what an opportunity! So back underway here into the second half. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Oh, chipping it. And a goal! And you've got to say, they definitely took a deflection off the defender. Lookman. And delivered into the box. Oh, what an incredible turn of events! From down and apparently out, it's all square again. Can you believe this? Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense. Oh, good vision. It just needs to remain icy cool. And a stinging shot, but off target.
Well, as you said, off target when really that should be hitting the back of the net. That's a golden opportunity.
He's given us away. A lot of live football to come right here on EA TV. And I very much hope you can join us for this game.
That should be a tasty encounter. Plenty of quality in those two sides. Certainly one to enjoy.
And very deftly cut out. De Ketelare. Lookman. Oh, what an opportunity. Now, was that the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity? It falls on the referee to decide. Well, a disappointing free kick. A long way off target.
Well, no wonder he's looking a bit sheepish. Really poor effort, you have to say.
Good bit of closing down. Well, no way through. Now we have a plethora of live matches coming up for you here on EA TV. This one, I think, might pique your curiosity.
And what a game that will be.
Oh, wait a minute. They could well be in. And a goal! Well, against all the odds, they've hit the front.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And the movement is so good that they end up with a 2v1 against the goalkeeper, who was completely exposed. Great play, but poor defending.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Has eyes for goal! And effectively parried away by the keeper. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. And he's fired over the corner. Splendid defending. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Might be a chance here. Still possibilities. Oh, it was there for him to get them on level terms.
Well, that's a big miss. That should have been the equaliser there.
Clean challenge. Plenty of support here. Well, not pretty, but very gritty. Well, still time for them to level it. In with a chance. In it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry. Oh, forward they go again. Can they win this? A really top-notch piece of defending. Real chance. Oh, the penalty's been given. Late drama here, and how costly could that prove to be? This to put them back in front. And confidently converted.
Well, let's take another look. He chooses the right way to dive, but it's a good penalty because it's the height that beats him as it goes above him.
Neither side shy about shooting in this match. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, we talked about their goal-scoring record before the game, and they didn't let us down. That was a great display of attacking football. Mind you, it needed to be because they made some really poor mistakes at the back.
Siamo qui con il mister che ringrazio per aver accettato il nostro invito. Grazie di
We simply have to focus on this man. He's been in stunning form, scoring goals for fun. Stay with us. We're live next. Hello and welcome. We have to be honest, it's not a very pleasant night for football. The rain has been coming down heavily in advance of this game. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And the focus is very much on Serie A, the top division here in Italy. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
The lineup then for the hosts.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back four, two holding midfielders, three creative players in advance of them, and a mobile centre forward. It's a good team.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, as you can see, they're playing with a front two, three central midfield players and a couple of wing-backs. It's a great system when played well, but it does leave them vulnerable to switches of play.
And the game begins. Joao Felix. And a lot to like about this attack. Oh, he's through here. Well, possession keeps on changing hands. That's problematic. A real opening now. Is it going to be? Just wanted to get it out of there. Well, as we look at the table, the visitors have been dazzling us with their attractive brand of football, playing to their potential and then some, Stuart.
Well, a lot of pundits said they couldn't keep up their excellent displays, but they're proving everybody wrong, including me. They are playing brilliantly at the moment and deserve to be top.
He's in here. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Icardi! Can they stop it going in? Surely. And effectively parried away by the keeper.
Well, the keeper's made a good save, but you just sense a goal is coming soon.
Well, they can't exhale just yet. Here they come again. And danger still. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. And support available. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Corner kick played in. Well, still an issue here. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. Was it the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity? If so, he's off. And a red card it is. Denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, as soon as he made the tackle, he knew the outcome. That's an easy decision for the referee.
Pulisic. Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow, Stuart. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, I think we can expect goals if his form is anything to go by. You just hope that backline have been studying the tapes, because most teams have really struggled to keep him at bay.
Well, the post got in the way. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Must take the lead here. Oh, but he's missed it. How on earth is this still level?
Well, I just don't know, Derek. Just a real lack of composure in the end. They should be ahead now.
Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. And there's the feed into the box. And the keeper's hand does the trick.
Well, the hosts have dominated the flow of the game in the last 15 minutes and created a hatful of chances. But when you're enjoying that amount of possession, you need to make it count.
Tomasz Suslov. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Electing to cross into the centre. Well, nothing productive, really. Oh, he's through here! And so it is, the first half story has been written. And now they get the ball rolling. And support available. My goodness, that save, fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Was it the denial of a clear goal score? So back underway here into the second half. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Well, a real struggle for both sides on the possession front here. And space here on the flank. Pulisic. And defending as a unit. It's a good cross, has to be. Oh, look at that, they've taken the lead. Well, they haven't been the dominant team so far, But they're certainly not complaining about the scoreline.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, but you have to question the defending here. They don't attack the ball when it comes in. They don't react quickly enough to close the scorer down. It's really poor defending.
One nil then. And the big news confirmed. Manchester United have succeeded in getting their man, Stuart.
Well, he's certainly got ability. A lot of clubs have been in for him, but now he needs to fulfil that potential. He might just have to be patient, though.
Well, going for power from there, but not worrying the goalkeeper in the slightest. Committed challenge. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Bodies forward, and the break looks on. Well, excitement from Serie A should be guaranteed. Our next live game on EA TV. It's Verona versus Fiorentina. A bit of running room now on the wing. He has teammates around him. Well, the fans want to see a shot. Great opportunity. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Well, they've decided to make a change. Going short. It's a perfect challenge. Has a go! Well, let's call it a meaty effort, but certainly not accurate enough. 20 minutes to go in this one. Corner kick awarded, and let's see if this will help them add to their lead. Immediate priority to clear the danger. Fofana. Can they hit on the break? A real opening now. Memphis Depay! Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Now, was that the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity? It falls on the referee to decide. And the referee didn't have much choice. A sending off it is.
Yeah, no complaints there. That's a sending off all day long.
Excellent defending. And he's through here. Still possibilities. And in at the second time of asking. Just what was required.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Two 2-0 now, and back underway. Just the challenge that was required. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Can they stop it going in? Corner awarded. Well, they've been getting two substitutes warmed up, and both will come on here. Playing it in. Teo Hernandez. And that was simply miles off target.
Well, I think he's right to go for power, but he's made the wrong connection, and it's really poor technique in the end.
Oh, might be. Oh, that's a magnificent volley! What a thumper! And far from simple to put it away, yet dispatched seemingly with ease. If ever there were a reason to get emotional about a goal, you've just been exposed to it.
Well, that is a brilliant strike. Just look at the connection he makes. That's how to hit a ball. It's a magnificent goal.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Emerson. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, he was outstanding in
The man to watch. He makes goal scoring look easy, as evidenced by his recent record. This is EA TV. Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. I'm greatly looking forward to bringing you live coverage of this match being played in Serie A. It's Hellas Verona facing Fiorentina.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
And now they get the ball rolling. Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors.
Well, in this 3-5-2, key to their success will be the wing-backs. If they can get high up the pitch, deliver good crosses and defend with intelligence, they've got a great chance here.
Not a fantastic piece of defending, was it? Oh, it might be. And a decent save. Full credit.